Welcome to another episode of the Awake Mind Reports, dear seekers of truth and wisdom. As your guide through the echoing corridors of time and the spiraling pathways of thought, we venture today from the intricate puzzles of modern economics to the timeless melodies of ancient tribal tales. Each episode is a bridge, spanning epics, ideas, and the vast cosmos of wisdom. Now, wherever you are, be still. Embrace the moment and allow the cadence of existence to awaken the furthest corners of your soul. As we plunge deeper into our shared journey, ponder upon the captivating dance of life. Isn't it a wonder how, amidst the universe's vastness, we play our parts in weaving the grand tapestry of existence? From the hands that knead dough in the local patisserie to eyes that seek answers in starlit skies, every being strikes a unique chord in life's symphony. Our transient moments, which may seem fleeting, echo throughout the cosmos with timeless resonance. Let's journey through the annals of our earthly experiences, the innocent glee of a child's laughter, the silent weight of lost love, the peaks of our triumphs, and the depths of our despair. We often perceive these chapters as bookmarks of our own narrative, distinct and singular. Yet, do they not blend into a larger tale? Envision a cosmic repository, far grander than any earthly library. Within its ethereal walls lie the essence of every emotion, thought, and experience. Each ant's ambitious trek, every human's intricate tale finds sanctuary here. It mirrors the fabled Akashic records, a dimension where all knowledge and emotions transcend time and space. Together, let's explore these realms. Now you might ask, why does my tiny existence matter in this infinite cosmos? Therein lies the beauty. Every experience you curate, every choice you make, and every emotion you feel enriches this vast reservoir. You might be a drop in the vast ocean, but without you, the ocean wouldn't be complete. Consider the societal constructs we navigate daily. Each interaction, however mundane it might seem, creates ripples. A simple act of kindness to a stranger might inspire a cascade of benevolence, touching lives far removed from our own. Similarly, our learnings, mistakes, and wisdom leave an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of society. I remember once hearing a tribal elder in the Amazon, over a flickering campfire, reflecting on their tribe's age-old wisdom. He mused that their ancestors might have departed the earthly realm, but their essence still whispered in the winds and flowed in the river. It's a sentiment many cultures echo, that we are more than just our corporeal existence. Thus, even as we journey through our individual lives, we are eternally connected to something profound, something vast and incredibly intricate. Our earthly avatars might wither away with time, but our essence, our consciousness, lingers on, contributing to the grand narrative of the cosmos. You see, every life, every fleeting human experience is like a precious stone added to a mosaic that's ever expanding. It might be a small tile, seemingly insignificant in the vast panorama, but remove it, and the entire artwork loses its charm. The placement, the color, the very essence of that single tile, your life, my life, has a purpose. Think for a moment about a songbird. On its own, its song may seem but a sweet, transient note, lost in the cacophony of the forest. But imagine if every bird decided its song wasn't worth singing. The forest would fall silent, wouldn't it? Each note, every trill, contributes to the symphony of the wild, and so does each life to the symphony of existence. So when one speaks of shuffling off the mortal coil, it's not a finale, no. It's merely a transition. The story doesn't end. We move from one chapter to the next. And much like a well-penned novel, previous chapters inform the ones that follow. Our experiences, our joys, our sorrows, they weave into the fabric of the greater consciousness. We might forget them as individual memories, but their essence lingers, influencing our future endeavors and choices. You might wonder, as I often have on many a starry night, if all our actions and choices get stored in this grand cosmic databank, can we access it? Can we learn from our past, not just our immediate past, but from the myriad lives we might have lived? There lies the rub. Imagine just for a moment being able to delve into that vast reservoir of wisdom. The lessons we'd learn, the insights we'd gain. Some argue we already do in our dreams in those moments of déjà vu, or when an inexplicable instinct guides our actions. Every moment lived, every emotion felt, every lesson learned, it all adds to this kaleidoscope. We often view our lives as isolated stories, singular arcs in the grand scheme. But the reality? We are interconnected tales in a library that's constantly being written. To draw a parallel from the annals of history, remember the Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting the East and West. Now one might see it as just a pathway for goods. But in truth, it was so much more. It was a conduit for ideas, philosophies, and cultures. Similarly, our lives are not just about our personal experiences. They are channels through which universal truths, learnings, and emotions flow. The nature of existence is cyclical. While our earthly lives might seem ephemeral, they echo in the vast corridors of eternity. And as we each add our unique notes to this cosmic symphony, the music evolves, taking on richer tones and deeper harmonies. In our grand narrative, you might liken life to a book, a tome that spans chapters and footnotes, unwinding tales of love, loss, serendipity, and the mysteries of existence. But here's the catch. What if this book, this life, is not just confined to our realm? What if our every thought, every sigh, every touch reverberates across dimensions, adding layers to the grand story? Life is not just about our journeys on this earthly plane. Have you ever pondered on dreams? Those fleeting images that flutter through our minds in the stillness of the night? Some say they're the windows to our souls, while others argue they're mere figments of our imagination. But what if they're a bridge? A connection to the infinite realm of consciousness, where every dream, every thought, every emotion intertwines, creating an ever-expanding tapestry of existence. Now consider your very existence. How often have you felt the weight of choices, the dilemmas that tug at the heartstrings, the decisions that seem too monumental to tackle? In the grand play of life, choices are but the strings of a grand puppeteer, maneuvering our avatars through the intricate maze of existence. They shape our stories, adding layers to the rich tapestry of life, molding our destinies in ways unimaginable. Yet amidst this intricate dance of choices and destinies, have you ever stopped to wonder about the interconnectedness of it all? The idea that our every thought, every decision, every tear and laugh ripples through time and space, creating waves that touch lives, galaxies, and perhaps even dimensions. My dear friends, that's the beauty of this grand narrative. Our lives in their transient nature are but fleeting moments in the continuum of time. Yet their significance is boundless. Every heartbeat, every sigh, every tear. It's a note in the cosmic symphony, a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. But let us not dwell solely on the vastness of the universe or the intricacies of our lives. Let's delve deeper into the very fabric of existence. Have you ever pondered about the nature of consciousness, that elusive force that powers our thoughts, emotions, and very essence? Some argue it's the byproduct of our biological makeup, while others believe it's the very soul of the universe. Imagine just for a moment that consciousness is not just confined to our physical beings. What if it's a vast interconnected web stretching across dimensions, binding every life, every galaxy, every star? In this grand tapestry, each of us is a thread, weaving stories, emotions, and experiences, creating a masterpiece that's forever evolving. Now it's essential to remember the power of interconnectedness. Our choices, our actions, our very thoughts, they're not just personal experiences. They ripple through the fabric of existence, touching lives, shaping destinies, and perhaps even altering the course of the universe. Imagine just for a moment standing at a crossroad. To your left, the path is sunny and welcoming, with birds chirping merrily and a gentle breeze that entices you. To your right, the path is shrouded in mist, with a silence that's almost eerie. Which path would you take? The answer isn't as straightforward as it seems. For the path on the right, with its unknown challenges, might hold the very lessons that your consciousness seeks, while the left, though comforting, might simply be a well-trodden path of old experiences. Every choice we make, every path we tread shapes not just our journey but also the mosaic of the larger consciousness system. This brings me to the concept of love. Now, before you conjure images of amorous tales and poetic serenades, let me pivot your thoughts. Love, in its purest form, is the epitome of low entropy. It's the glue that binds, the force that harmonizes. It isn't merely an emotion, it's an act of aligning oneself with the very fabric of the universe. Where there is love, there's cohesion, a dance of patterns that radiate harmony. And this, dear listeners, is the antidote to chaos. When we act in love, in true selfless love, we lower the entropy, we bring forth order, we resonate with the very pulse of the universe. The universe in its vast expanse can sometimes feel cold, detached, even indifferent. But nestled within its boundless realms is the warm embrace of love. Just as the frigid depths of oceans house vibrant corals and exuberant marine life, the universe, with its seemingly indifferent vastness, cradles pockets of profound love. And it's this love, this force, that powers the evolution of consciousness. Now, if I were to share a secret with you, would you lean in closer? Good. Our choices, our actions, our very thoughts, they ripple across the fabric of this universe. Every act of kindness, every whispered prayer, every tear of empathy, they matter. They shape, mold, and guide the symphony of existence. You see, as we dance through life, swaying to the rhythm of our choices, we are not merely dancers. We, with our will and intent, are the composers of this cosmic ballet. And as one chapter draws to a close, that in no way means the dance is over, not by a long shot because the music hasn't faded. It's merely an interlude, a pause, a moment of reflection before the next act. This gentle balance, this symbiotic dance, is nature's way of maintaining a low entropy system. The tree does not hoard its resources, it shares its bounty. The birds do not overconsume, they maintain equilibrium. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, understands the value of balance, of cooperation, of sharing. In this grand theater of life, every actor plays its part with precision, grace, and unerring beauty. Now imagine, just for a moment, if we humans, with our vast intellect and potential, could mirror this ethos in our societies. Ah, what a world that would be. A realm where cooperation trumps competition, where the needs of the many outweigh the wants of the few, where every individual, no matter their status or wealth, is valued for their unique contributions. You see, the crux of our existence lies in our choices. Each day, every moment, we're presented with a plethora of paths. Some lead to prosperity, growth, and enlightenment, while others, alas, lead to stagnation, decline, and darkness. The decision on which path to tread rests solely with us. Do you remember the tale of the two wolves? The age-old parable tells of a battle within each of us, between a wolf of love and a wolf of fear. The wolf that emerges victorious is the one we feed. It's a simple yet profound truth. If we nourish our souls with love, empathy, and compassion, we cultivate an environment where low entropy thrives. But if we succumb to fear, mistrust, and greed, we usher in a realm of high entropy, of chaos and decay. Have you ever observed a toddler innocently playing, sharing toys with another? It's a sight to behold, isn't it? Such purity, such unadulterated joy. Somewhere along the way, as we grow, societal constructs and personal experiences begin to cloud our innate nature. Walls erect around our hearts, suspicion taints our outlook, and suddenly the world seems a more dangerous, less inviting place. But it doesn't have to be so. If you've ever had the privilege of witnessing an act of kindness, no matter how small, you'd know the profound ripple effect it can create. A mere smile to a stranger can brighten their day. A helping hand in a time of need can change a life. These acts, born of love, have the power to lower the entropy around us, to usher in harmony, unity, and cooperation. So, as the sands of time slip through our fingers, as the chapters of our lives unfold, let's ask ourselves, what legacy do we wish to leave behind? Do we wish to be remembered as beings who elevated those around them, who sowed seeds of love, or as mere shadows, forgotten in the annals of time? In the vast tapestry of existence, every thread counts, every choice, every act shapes the collective narrative. And as we stand at this crossroad, gazing at the horizon of possibilities, let's make a pact. A pact to choose love over fear, unity over division, harmony over discord. Now imagine just for a moment that every choice you make ripples through the fabric of time. Each act of kindness, every whispered secret, every tear shed in solitude, it all matters. Our actions today, they don't just impact our immediate surroundings. No, they echo into the annals of tomorrow, leaving their imprints upon the very essence of time itself. Consider the ancient civilizations and grand empires that rose and fell, the poets who weaved sonnets under starlit nights. They too stood at their own crossroads, much like we do today. They too faced their own tumultuous seas of dilemmas, their shores of possibility. And yet through it all, it was love, cooperation, and community that allowed them to weather the fiercest storms. I sometimes fancy a trip back in time, perhaps to a bustling agora in ancient Greece. Picture it. Philosophers discussing the very nature of existence, orators passionately arguing for their beliefs, and amidst it all, common folk sharing stories of love, of dreams, and of hope. In their tales, despite the vast gulf of time that separates us, one finds echoes of our own stories. And there, amidst the cobbled streets and fragrant olive groves, the age-old wisdom becomes clear. The pursuit of understanding, the quest for enlightenment, is as perennial as the rivers that cradle civilizations. For at its core, humanity's thirst for knowledge, its yearning for connection, is timeless. You see, while our circumstances might have evolved, our essence, that intrinsic human spirit, remains ever constant. The challenges faced by our ancestors, while different in nature, held at their heart the same conflicts of love and fear, of order and chaos. Isn't it fascinating that the very struggles we face today were mirrored in the chapters of ancient civilizations? The script might have changed, but the essence remains. The story of humanity is one of resilience, of overcoming adversity, of seeking connection in an often divisive world. Now allow me a brief detour into the realms of science. Quantum physics, with its entangled particles and waves of potential, paints a universe where everything is interconnected, where actions in one corner can influence outcomes in another. Now, doesn't that echo the age-old teachings of unity, of universal connection? The wisdom of the sages and the discoveries of the scientist, they aren't disparate paths, no. They converge, intertwining in a dance of understanding, of enlightenment. Our past, riddled with stories of discovery and understanding, of empires and revolutions, is but a prologue. Our future, unwritten and boundless, holds endless possibilities. But the present, yes, the present is our canvas, and we are the artists. So where do we go from here? What tales do we pen in the ledger of existence? Do we, like countless before us, fall into the easy embrace of fear, or do we rise, transcending our limitations, guided by the eternal light of love? But the future is not just an unknown frontier. It is a rich mosaic built from the fragments of our actions, our hopes, our dreams, which are breathed into existence in this very moment, in every choice we make. It's a symphony of existence, where every life is a note, contributing to a grand composition that transcends time and space, unfolding in marvelous complexity, resonating with the harmonies of connection and understanding. In this symphony, we are both composers and listeners, actively crafting our melodies while being attuned to the rich, vibrant compositions surrounding us. As we traverse this journey of existence, let us embrace our roles as architects of destiny, shaping a narrative abundant in wisdom and courage, rooted in an ancient heritage of resilience and exploration, and reaching towards the uncharted realms of the future. Each step we take is both a homecoming and a departure, a return to the timeless wisdom of interconnectedness, and a bold foray into new territories of understanding. Our pathways are illuminated by the radiant glow of curiosity, fueled by the vibrant pulse of creation itself. Imagine if we dared to dream the most magnificent of dreams, not just for ourselves, but for the tapestry of life as a whole. To foster harmonious landscapes where empathy blooms in wild abundance, where the blossoms of kindness reach towards the sky, unencumbered by the shackles of prejudice and fear. As we ponder the potentialities unfolding before us, may we draw upon the collective wisdom accrued through eons, embodying the ageless virtues of compassion and empathy, fostering a world brimming with boundless love. A world where our collective consciousness blossoms into a lush garden of interconnected souls, nurturing the seeds of potential in one another, fostering a landscape of co-creation, rich in color, in texture, in depth. And as this chapter of the Awake Mind Reports draws to a close, let the spirit of exploration guide you, embracing all the marvels that existence offers. So farewell for now, dear seekers, and journey well, and stay tuned to the Awake Mind Reports. Next week promises another enlightening episode.